It's time now for Ask the Expert. After 4 or 5 long years of papers, midterms, final exams, the time has come for college students to don the cap and gown and get their diplomas.
Doesn't count those who went to med school. What they learned in class, though, may help them land a job, but it might not be enough to get them through the financial decisions that lay ahead. Tony Drake from wealthwisconsin.com is here this afternoon. Student loans is the first thing you're hit with. I know you get that little bit of a grace period once you're out of school, but then they come calling.
70% of us are graduating with student loans, average $30,000 bill. So important that you jump on top of those. If you don't know where to start, you got to start with the big loans, the high interest rates, get those paid off as quick as you can, and then you can move on to some of the smaller loans.
So carrying student loan debt, you're saying it doesn't all have to be bad. There are ways to put a positive spin on this?
Yeah, absolutely. When it comes to our credit report, anytime you're making it, this is considered an installment loan. So the big balance doesn't hurt your credit score like an auto loan or a home purchase as long as you make that payment on time. Even a few late payments can really ding your score. So as long as you're paying it on time, you're in great shape.
This is the first time you're in charge of your finances when you're out of school. Well, unless you really had to deal with them when you were in school. Mom and dad weren't picking up your credit card every month. What do you need to do?
I think some of the kids do better than others, but it comes down to that budget. You have to start with the budget. It's the foundation of any good financial plan. So if you don't know where to start, we have a great worksheet at wealthwisconsin.com. But it's about coming up with that budget. Couple little tips if you don't know what to do. Sometimes we talk about big purchases to avoid those. Maybe put a 48-hour hold. Think about it. The envelope system works great. If you have a budget for clothing, once that envelope is gone for the month, you have to wait till next month, and it'll really make you be disciplined and stick to it.
So when you first step out into the wild, wild world, you've got a lot of things to look at. You're saying you get that first job, automatically start thinking, planning for retirement.
It's hard to imagine a 22-year-old thinking about retirement, isn't it? But I always tell my clients' children, the first day of your work should be the first day you start planning for the last day of your work. So if you can start early, 401k contributions from an employer, that's free money. Not many places we're going to get that free money, so we want to make sure you're contributing to that. You know, the young folks have the luxury of time and a compounding interest. It can really be impactful if you start early.
It's tough to do for some people coming right out of school when you've got that mountain of student loan debt in front of you to say that, you know, I've got $100 here that I can kick into my retirement every month.
It is difficult, but if you think about yourself as just another bill, you have to pay yourself first. If you can think about paying yourself first, making yourself a priority, makes a huge difference in retirement.
All right, Tony Drake, wealthwisconsin.com. Thanks for coming in. Got a question for any of our experts? Here's how you do it. Ask the expert at TMJ4.com. You can also leave a voicemail at that number right there on your screen.